At the 98th Academy Awards, the audience expected the usual in memoriam tribute. Names on a screen, quiet music, a respectful moment before the ceremony moved on. But this time, something unusual happened. A legendary voice suddenly walked onto the stage, Barbra Streisand. And within seconds, everyone in the theater realized this was not going to be a typical tribute. Because the moment was dedicated to one of Hollywood's most respected icons, Robert Redford. But what happened next caught many viewers off guard. Because Streisand didn't just come to speak. She came to do something she rarely does anymore. And the reason behind that moment goes much deeper than most people realize. Streisand began by talking about a film that connected her and Redford more than 50 years ago, The Way We Were. She revealed something surprising. When she first read the script for the film, she could imagine only one actor in the lead role: Robert Redford. But according to Streisand, Redford initially refused the role. His reason was simple. He believed the character had no backbone. In his words, the role didn't stand for anything. Because of that concern, the script was rewritten multiple times. Only after those changes did Redford finally agree to take the part. And that decision would eventually turn the film into one of the most memorable love stories in Hollywood history. But Streisand reminded the audience that the film was never just about romance. It was set during a difficult time in American history, the late 1940s and early 1950s. A period when people were often questioned about their beliefs and loyalty. That deeper context, she said, is one reason the film still resonates decades later. But then the tribute shifted from the film to the man himself. Streisand described Redford not only as a talented actor, but as someone who stood firmly for his beliefs. She explained that off-screen, he supported freedom of the press and worked to protect the environment. He also created the Sundance Institute, a place designed to support new filmmakers and independent storytelling. Many of those filmmakers, Streisand pointed out, were nominated for Oscars that very night. She then shared the nickname she once gave him: an intellectual cowboy. Someone thoughtful, bold, and willing to create his own path. But just when it seemed the tribute was ending, Streisand revealed something far more personal. Years after they worked together, the two were talking on the phone about their usual topics: art, politics, and life. As the conversation ended, Redford said something simple but unforgettable. He told her, "I love you dearly, and I always will." Streisand paused as she shared the memory. Then she revealed something that made the moment even more emotional. The last note she ever wrote to him ended with the same words: "I love you too." For a moment, the theater fell completely silent. But the tribute wasn't finished yet. Because then Streisand did something almost no one expected. She began to sing. The song was the one that had connected their careers decades earlier, The Way We Were. The performance lasted only about 40 seconds. But it didn't need to be longer. Because the moment was powerful for another reason. Streisand has rarely performed live in recent years. After finishing her major tour in 2017 and making only a few appearances in 2019, she largely stepped away from live performances. So hearing her voice again on the Oscars stage felt rare and deeply personal. As she sang, the audience inside the Dolby Theater slowly rose to their feet. The tribute honored a man whose career shaped Hollywood for decades. Robert Redford passed away in September at the age of 89. Throughout his life, he became known not only as an actor, but also as a director and a supporter of independent cinema. He even won an Academy Award for directing Ordinary People, and later received an honorary Oscar recognizing his lifetime achievements. But that night, the tribute wasn't about awards. It was about a friendship that started more than 50 years earlier. In a film that left a lasting mark on Hollywood. The performance itself was brief. Less than a minute. But it quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the entire Oscars ceremony. Not because it was dramatic. Not because it was planned to be grand. But because it brought back a memory from a different time. And for many people watching that night, the moment felt like more than just a tribute. It felt like a reminder of the way things once were.